explain Girls Aglow to everyone, we are a charity set up for 11 to 19-year-old girls. We do have some services that help boys, but we are really focused on helping girls to develop into positive young ladies. So hence why we're interviewing Portia today. And I really do want to touch on the sort of bitchiness between females that you mentioned earlier, because that's like one of the main reasons why we're actually here, because we see that girls, I don't know what it is, but we always try and rip each other down apart and, you know, pull the other person down. And even, like I said, we're for 11 to 19-year-olds, and in that circle, they may not be trying to pull each other down professionally, but even saying, oh, she's a hoe, or she's done this, or she's done that. And it's unhealthy, and guys see it, and they know that they could just, you know, keep us pressed down by just turning us against each other. So could you give any example of, you know, what you faced, if it was, you know, when you were a bit younger or even now, and what you will say to a girl to kind of make us leave that sort of personality behind?
I think it's really hard. I don't think there's like a quick solution for this. I think it's years and years of brainwashing, of people going in the wrong direction with each other, not understanding each other, and just growing further apart from each other. So I think it's going to take years and years to kind of build that back. But I think a lot of girls are unhappy and they're lost, they're confused, they've got a lot of pressures constantly around them, telling them what's sexy, what they should be like, what's acceptable, what's hot, what's being a woman, you know, what's powerful as a woman. And that is enough to drive a young girl who, especially if she hasn't got good role models at home as well, to feel very lost and angry with life. And I wouldn't blame her for feeling very angry. She's on the TV and it's not reality, but it's 10 hertz reality. You know, she's looking at this and it's just too much. So a lot of them, I think, that their anger is, they take out on each other a lot. And themselves. Girls do it to themselves a lot. There's a lot of self-destruction. Stuff that they might think is, them enjoying their lives is actually very damaging for them. You know, out partying and drinking till they're paralytic and waking up, not knowing where they are, and, you know, and then very funny, love my bitches, love my girls. And they say that's happiness, but it's not really. And I think they take all this anger out on each other and they're destroying each other. It's really, really sad. All I can say to girls that are going through bullying, because that's what it is from other girls, is to just really, I know it's really hard, but just to keep loving yourself, because you have that love for yourself is the only thing that will get you kind of through any hate from anyone else. As long as you know yourself and your worth, you'll see other people for what they are, and you'll see that they don't love themselves, and that's why hate's coming from them. And when you find that kind of peace within yourself, nothing can really bother you. You know, you just go back to that quiet place and you just kind of exude positivity, and you'll find that you're attracting a lot less negative people anyway, because we do attract negativity regardless. You know, we get bullies, but we attracted it. Somehow we're letting out something, you know? And it's hard to kind of think, it's not my fault that they're bullying me, and it's not, but you have to just, you have to just give out love, and you'll get it back. It sounds really corny, but it's so true.
I wish I'd known some of this stuff when I was going through stuff. You know, we're not trying to be an organisation that says you do this and it's wrong. It's about, at one point I may have bitched about girls, and when I think back, I probably did it because I wanted to be the centre of attention.
So a different reason. I've done things and I thought, oh my god, I did that. That was so evil. And I had to be really realistic with myself and think, why did I do those things? So I went through about a year, I think, when I was about 16, of just doing some crazy things. Like, it just wasn't nice to other people, you know. People didn't know. And it's like, looking back, I was like, I was not happy then, at all. Even if I didn't realise it then, that's what was going on at the time. Now that I'm looking as an outsider, almost looking back, okay, it makes sense. You know, I was angry with this, I was lost and confused about that, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And if you don't have, if you don't communicate well as well with people around you that can help, you will feel very lonely. And I would also say to people getting bullied or receiving like horrible comments and stuff from people, to don't necessarily assume that they're just horrible, or just like, you don't know what they're going through. You never know what someone is going through, why they're doing it. you know, what they go through once they get home.
That is very
You know, and that's why, like I said, don't fight fire with fire. You can just give them love.
Yeah.
Because that's all you can. We have to lead by example.
Yeah.
You don't like it, show people what you do like. You know, don't fight back by being just as low as them, because it doesn't achieve anything.
We're just experiencing some technical difficulties.
There must have been a reason that it
I'll
stopped.
be right back with you.
It's mad hot in here as well.
It is really warm. Really, really warm.
Take off my top, guys. No joke.
Oh yeah.